Welcome to another episode of The Other Side. I, once again, am your host, Wesley. We are sorry about our little delay. We had stuff going on. With me, as always, is my co-host, Will, and a special guest co-host, our sister, Clarissa.
What's up?
Today, we're here to talk about The Walking Dead. We've avoided The Walking Dead since we started this show because everybody and their brother watches and talks about The Walking Dead.
And sister.
And if you're not, yes, and sister. And if you're not, there's something wrong with you. But anyway, today we want to talk about The Walking Dead. We've watched all 5 seasons. We are big fans. This is what we like, what we don't like, what we've taken away from the first 5 seasons, and what we hope they do more of or less of in season 6. So let's just start.
Why don't you start off with where we ended up with season 5?
Where we ended off in season 5. Okay. I was not a big fan of the last half of season 5. I loved how it began, the fight with the cannibals and on the road again and its survival, and then we're taken in by this town. And then season 5 was Rick the Homewrecker and Days of Our Lives, and, you know, these people are weak and nothing much happened except for the pointless death of the kid from Everybody Loves Chris. Will get in editing. I can never remember names. But the pointless death of him, the tease that we were going to kill Glenn when I knew they weren't going to kill Glenn. And now we've got Rick and his group taking over that town, which I do like Rick's final words when he says, you know, I tried to figure out how many of you I'd have to kill to keep the rest of you alive. And that's what I like about the end of season 5. I like where Rick is going because that's who Rick is. Because anyone who remembers season 2, Rick could have shot Shane. He didn't. He lured him in close so he could stab him in the chest. That is Rick. He's a killer. He is the governor. He's why I liked the governor as a villain. That's who Rick is going to become, and he's going to come up against somebody that's crazier than him. That's where season 5 lets us off. That's who Rick is becoming. He has decided that to keep people alive, he has to be.
He decided that Shane was right.
Yeah, he has to be that dictator.
Because there's many times after season 2, which was my favorite season, as they're going on their journey, I was like, you know, this wouldn't happen if Shane was alive. This wouldn't happen if Shane's still been here. Because he had that...
Yeah, Shane would have killed the governor quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Rick was the one that wants to let the prisoner go because he believes he's a good guy.
He believes in justice.
But there were certain things that he didn't have to do, and his judgment got clouded by some woman that's pretty basic. I mean, like, yeah. Rick's Rick. He needs a badass woman, and that woman's pretty pathetic, I think, so...
Exactly.
I'm like, he's gonna lose all of his morals all of a sudden because of this bitch.
Yeah, well, also, though, the end of season 4 gave us a clue of who Rick is becoming when he rips that guy's throat out with his teeth, and then he tells Daryl, that's who I am.
Right.
That's who he is. He's a killer. That's what he is.
Yeah.
You know, I just like Morgan coming back.
What was your favorite? Yes.
In season 5. I love that ending with Rick shooting that guy and then Morgan standing right there.
Yeah, to see
he could be Rick's reality check.
Right. I liked that too, and I liked also watching Carol develop further, even into a stronger character.
Exactly.
Carol is becoming my favorite character by far, and when she threatens that little boy, it's pretty hilarious. So I liked her development in the end of the season.
And also, speaking of characters that developed in season 5, I like Daryl's evolution as well, and this is why. Daryl was not Merle. Daryl wasn't even close to Merle. When we first meet Daryl, he's the little punk brother of Merle that's trying to be tough. It was Sophia that showed that Daryl's a softie, and then he just continues to get a little softer.
Right.
Some people think he's a little too soft now. I like it because Rick is going to need a counterbalance, and Michonne and Daryl can be that, because it's easy to be the voice of reason when you're not the one in charge.
That's true.
And that's the stress that Rick faces. So I think that having those two characters
I'm glad, you know, Rick's not losing his marbles and freaking out.
No, he's just
answering family
a hard
phones
ass,
anymore.
yeah.
He's just kind of got his crap together. But I think the character is starting to go... I mean, it's following the comic books. This is what the character becomes in the comic books, where he, you know, goes over the edge. So they're staying true to the comic books. I hope he dials it back a little bit, though.
Yeah,
well, he probably will. They always bring
Here's the other thing is, what's Shane or Carl gonna end up being like?
That's another
this
one.
This is a kid that's already had to kill his mom.
And and shot some innocent guy that was in a field, the kid that was in a field, and then Rick gets so pissed off about that.
Takes his gun.
Yeah, takes his gun and was like, I can't believe he did that, and now he's like ripping out people's throats and being a homewrecker.
Well,
Clarissa, what was your favorite season so far?
My
Dead
favorite
world.
season would actually be the end of a season and the beginning of another season. The end of season 4 and the beginning of season 5. Because at the end of season 4, you had Carol and Tyrese's situation dealing with
very
Beth and
intense.
Lizzie, I think their names were.
Oh, yes.
The little girls and
Look at the flowers.
Yes, look at the
the
flowers.
flowers.
That's one of my favorite episodes, and it showed that Carol will do whatever she can to take care of the group and make sure that the group thrives. And then at the beginning, it continues Carol's evolution at the beginning of season
Badass.
5 when she blows up the damn like,
Yeah, the cannibal
Yes.
outpost. Yeah, that was
Exactly.
definitely
It's so
intense.
funny too
Terminus.
because you think when
Which is-
when season 4 ends, you think Terminus is going to be this big thing. It's going to
You think it's gonna be all season long, like
Carol
the prison.
shows up and
Yeah.
clears
Which
out.
is another thing that gave another insight into Rick's character. I don't know if you guys caught the line, but as they were saying we need to retreat, Rick wants to go back, and he says he wants to go back because they don't deserve to live.
Right. And that needed to happen because
Exactly,
obviously
because
look at what
obviously
Tyrese
it didn't
did.
work out very well.
Tyrese didn't kill him. How the
No,
hell
he
didn't you
didn't.
kill him, you pussy?
my struggle. When Herschel died, and when Beth dies.
Yeah,
I didn't really
that's-
care when Beth
Those
died.
two really
That's
bother. You
the
know
thing
what?
is-
Do you know Beth's
I thought she was
death
a
bothered me
star.
the most? Just because in season 2 she goes through the whole suicidal thing. Her character starts to develop, and then I just thought the way they took her. I think it bothered me that it was as violent.
Yeah,
as it
well,
was.
Beth's death happened because she wanted a singing career, first and foremost. Had nothing to do with the writers. She wanted to leave the show.
Right.
But the reason her death bothered me was she died, if you gotta think a butterfly effect on everything. She dies, so Everybody Loves Chris. Please put his name on there because I cannot remember.
Okay.
So Everybody Loves Chris can escape that hospital.
Right.
And then what do they do with him next season?
They
He gets his
kill him
face ripped
anyways.
off by a zombie.
No.
Yeah.
You know, and so her death was pointless.
Yeah.
The only
I
reason
agree.
I
That
I
pissed
didn't
me
really
off.
like the Beth character. I thought she was kind of boring. I didn't like her sister Andrea. I didn't like anything in that family.
Maggie
except
will be
for-
leaving next
Yeah.
season. That's my prediction for season
I
6.
really don't like Maggie anymore.
Glenn
either.
dies, Maggie leaves.
But what
Where's
bothered
Maggie
me
now?
what bothered me about her death
Glenn
is
can't die.
that if they would have stuck to their guns, that's why I think all the characters are becoming a little too weak, because if they would have been like they used to be and Rick like just let's storm this place and save Beth rather than Daryl and Tyrese being like, no, let's talk it out and figure it out. And, well, that didn't fucking work.
No,
so.
it didn't work. It didn't work at all. But that is my
People
prediction
getting too
because
soft.
the reason I say Glenn dies, Maggie leaves, those characters
I hate
have
Maggie.
stagnated.
I don't think we're going to lose the main character this season.
I hope
think
it does
I think
not.
we lose
they have
Glenn.
I think they have an entire damn town now. Just to demolish
I
every
would
single
ra-
one
if
of
I
they-
them.
think
if they
because
take-
what this show has become in season 5,
What'd you think of the trailer? Shoot,
it was great, but
you seen the new trailer?
Yes.
what we showed
That looks
starting
good.
in the end of season 4, last half of season 4, is we gotta get the shock value.
Right.
The show has started, no one is safe. If you think about it, ever since the last half of season 4, they've done the shock value. Herschel's death, Tyrese's death, the kid from Everybody Loves Chris, Beth.
Herschel's pissed me off.
Shock value. Glenn will die in season 6 because there's nothing more to do with
But
that
why?
character.
But why not take out Maggie? Because she sucks more. Like I mean,
I know
Maggie-
she
Well, then
sucks
it's
Maggie
more.
didn't
But then
give
it's like-
a shit about where her sister was
Until
for the
they
entire
found
damn
her.
season, and then suddenly she sees her and she's like, "Oh shit, I forgot,
She's alive!"
I forgot I had a sister because I was out looking for my husband instead." Like you're
Yeah.
fake. I hope you
What's,
die.
what's gonna
I like Glenn,
what'll bum me out though is if they end up killing her, then her father was right in the first place.
Exactly.
Keep them motherfuckers off the farm.
Exactly. Yes.
And
That's
we'll
what
be
it is.
okay.
Is Herschel
but
is
Pa,
right.
we gotta take care of the people in need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw them.
Fuck those people
It's,
in need.
it's the apocalypse.
Yep, your whole family's gonna be wiped out.
Yeah. So far, my favorite season was season 3. I absolutely love how we left off in season 2, where, and that's why I like the Rick character. In season 1, he's Johnny Go Law, and then season 2, he's struggling with control, struggling with what's going on in Shane. The end of season 2, he kills Shane. Season 3 is the Rick who I think we should see, minus the craziness, just they take no prisoners. We're going to take this prison. I love how they took it. And then the governor, I don't know what villain they're bringing up next, but he's not going to equal the governor.
Hell
They'll bring up
no.
someone crazier, but no one will be, to
I-
me, as threatening as the governor.
And here is starting to become the thing with bugging me. And I understand you have to have the bad guys to help drive the story. I want the zombies again.
I want the zombies
like
too, because
season 1 and 2
what we're going to see in season 6, we already saw in season 3.
Yeah, I want the zombies to be the bad guys instead of...
Yeah.
Because all these apocalyptic... And I want to talk about it in our zombie episode that we do. It seems like...
It's always human is the worst.
You have the zombie outbreak, and it's like people are shittier to each other.
Which is true.
Than the zombies
and I mean, I think they do that because it creates an interesting story to see how people's psyches change and how they become different people depending on the circumstances. But it makes the show a little too predictable when they're not involving the zombies anymore. It's like as soon as they meet strangers, it's not going to be well.
Is even though it came out that Eugene was lying, I was excited when Glenn and Maggie and Abraham and they were going off with Eugene to go to DC to get the... I know he sucks, but I'm saying when they were going to get the cure, see if there was one. I was excited because that was at least taking the show in a different direction. I thought they were going to split the cast, 2 different directions, but they didn't. And yeah, exactly. We're back. That town is now the prison, and the guy that's marking. If you haven't read the comics, we won't spoil this part. We know who that is. That's marking up the crosses. You know, and he's essentially the governor dialed up to 11.
Right.
You know, it's another human villain that they'll come in conflict with.
Right.
And that is why I wasn't really excited for season 6. I've seen it.
I think...
who do we miss that has died? Who do we miss?
Herschel.
I was going to say Herschel.
I would say Herschel, too.
Yeah, why did you fucking kill Herschel?
He had such a great story.
He was the voice of reason. He was a tough guy. And if you were going to kill Herschel... If you were gonna kill Herschel, remember the episode when he saves everyone he can in the prison, and he even fights a zombie, and they rush into the prison, and then he sits down on his cot at the end, and they're playing the music. Why doesn't he die of a heart attack right then and there? Go out a hero on top.
Because they
they
wanted to do the scene where the governor actually killed a significant.
And he should have killed Tyrese because Tyrese didn't do shit from that point on.
Yeah, I would definitely say Herschel and then Shane. I would say Herschel because of what an awesome, powerful character he was, and Shane was an awesome, powerful character in a totally different respect. Because he's very unpredictable, but then also would have done a good job actually of protecting the group.
I personally don't miss Shane. I don't blame him for what he did when he thought Rick was dead. I blame him for the douche he became in season 2, trying to murder his best friend.
But I like a good bad guy.
Yeah, but I miss Merle.
Yeah,
that's the bad guy I miss. The bad guy with a conscience, but still a low-down, dirty bastard. I miss the hell out of Merle.
Who do you miss the least?
Who do I miss the least?
I know mine right away.
Well, then what's yours?
Andrea. You just say that because she's pretty. She was so terrible.
And I agree.
She made so many stupid decisions. She shoots one of her own, and then she falls in love with the governor and completely screws everything up because
Lori. Fuck Lori. Hate Lori. Useless woman. Glad they killed her off.
Shitty wife.
Shitty mother. I'm glad they killed her off. She was pointless.
Yeah.
They could have just drawn fucking eyeballs on a basketball and carried it around with them. That's how much Lori contributed. I'm gonna go out looking for my husband. Shit, I wrecked the car. Come save me, I suck.
Yeah, she sucks.
Not everybody in the end times zombie apocalypse is going to be very proficient at everything.
Beth was fucking more effective than Lori.
Hence why they should have kept her around.
They should have kept her around.
I didn't like that.
I didn't like her.
The black guy in the first season.
T-Dog?
Was it T-Dog?
Yeah, without T-Dog.
What did he do?
And you were just bitching about black people being killed off.
What did he do?
He saved Carol.
He did save Carol.
I didn't miss him. He didn't do anything.
Whatever.
You don't miss T-Dog?
Nope.
Okay, I really didn't give a shit about T-Dog.
I didn't even remember who he is, so obviously I didn't miss him
we gotta keep the balance on the show anyway.
We do. We can only have so many minorities on The Walking Dead.
Invite one
per
in.
season.
Take one out. All right, anything else on The Walking Dead? I like that.
No, I think...
All right.
I just hope it gets better, because I'm
Me too.
getting sad.
Yeah, second half of season 5 for me, in closing, was a letdown. I thought the show took a step back. It was boring. I didn't care. I wasn't propelled to move to the next episode. Really,
and especially how
happened.
fast the first part of the season went.
Yeah, it was so edge of your seat. What's going to happen? And then the second half is just like, this is your closer. You should have opened with this. and then had the fast
Days of Our
pace,
Lives later.
you know, holding off
or never.
the villains that are coming in season 6. I didn't see the point in holding them off just to have Days of Our Lives in this town.
We still love the show. Season 6 looks like it's going to be great. And coming up in August will be Fear the Walking Dead, and we'll talk about that when that starts.
All right.
This is The Other Side. We're out.
Bye.
Peace.